Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Fawad Sheikh and today the winter season has arrived in Horizon 4 and with that comes the most awaited car in Horizon 4. That's the Koenigsegg Jesko. So to get the car we have to complete this season event called Let It Snow, and it's a racing series which has the car restriction S2998 and with only the manufacturer Koenigsegg, and the cars we can use are these. Obviously, we don't have the Jesko, and the only ones I have is the Agera RS and the Ragera. So what I'll do is I'll just get the car and I'll meet you guys back at the festival. And we have completed the event, and there it is. The legendary Jesko is unlocked. This was one of the fastest times I've taken to complete an event, but also it was one of the hardest because all the three season event races were in the winter, and I recommend to whoever will be going into this competition not to use the rear wheel drive tune because despite having all wheel drive, was the most points I've collected in a race for drifting. So let's head back to the festival and check out the car. And here it is, the Koenigsegg Jesko. So it's got 10 on the speed, it's got a 9.7 on the handling. Obviously, due to being rear wheel drive, it's got the acceleration down on 8.3 and a 9.6 on launch, and the braking is also 10. Let's see the stats. So it's got 1280 horsepower and 883 foot-pounds of torque. And obviously, Forza, I believe, shows the power of the engine it makes on a normal fuel, on pump gas, I mean. But this car on E85 fuel can make around 1600 horsepower, so that's a lot. And you can see the weight is very low at just 3131 pounds, and it's got the 5-liter V8. So let's head in and check out the car now. And here we are. You can see it looks nothing like the current generation of the Koenigseggs, except you can say about this part, the cockpit area, which has the same type of windscreen and all. But you can see the headlight design, the hood design, and everything is pretty different. The wheel design is similar to the Agera, obviously. And then there's the wing at the back. It's a totally different design. You can see the exhaust down there, and that's a pretty huge diffuser. So I've got some facts about the Koenigsegg Jesko. I already said one of the facts regarding the engine and power, but there are lots of facts about this car. As I said about the engine, it can make 1600 horsepower on E85 biofuel in some markets, not all, because not all the markets have the fuel. Then they've got a new 9-speed gearbox, which they call the Koenigsegg Lightspeed transmission. I believe it's called the Lightspeed due to the speed it changes the gears. Then it's got the advanced aerodynamics, like you can see with the help of this wing, and it produces more than 1000 kilograms of downforce. And it also has active rear wheel steering. Then you can see the name for this car called the Jesko comes from Jesko von Koenigsegg. He was the father of the company founder and CEO Christian von Koenigsegg. So as you can see, he was a pretty he had pretty key presence at Koenigsegg, but now he's retired. So just for him, I think his son made a car for him. You can say in his name. Let's check it out from the interior now. And it also has the feature which the Regera had, which by pressing a button on the remote, on the key fob, it all the parts of the car open, just like the explode button in this Forza, like this. So you can see how the doors open up. There's the space to store the. I don't think for this car. It's for the absolute model. And then you can see the engine at the back, the 5-liter V8. It's got the Koenigsegg's triplex suspension. which allows them to make the car handle really good, but also be comfortable on the street. I don't think we can move the wing. Let's check it out. Just a little bit. Then let's go ahead and check the interior. So here it is. You can see they've completely redesigned the Agera. It has, due to a different design in the carbon chassis, it has a bit more headroom and legroom in the car itself. And also the way the design, the speedometer, it moves with the steering wheel. I'm not sure if I can show it over here right now. Then there's the gear lever for the light speed transmission. And behind the screen, I believe there's a, what do you call that? Yeah, a gyroscope. So let's start up the car and see how it looks in the, how everything, all the screens start up. So as you can see, it sounds really good. Let's rev it up. You can see the rev counter. It's a pretty new design. You can see the middle screen also light up with the photo of the Jesko. And we also have some options for the horn, obviously. So let's head out now and see how the car is in its stock form. So as I showed you the sound, it looks really, I mean, I forgot by looking at it what I was talking about, I forgot about that. So here's the sound. It sounds pretty similar to other Koenigsegg's. So the main feature of the interior is this. You can see the speedometer moves along with the steering wheel. So what do we say? Let's head out and see how we can how this performs on the stock form. Yep, it handles really good. You can see the gear changes are much faster than Agera and all. So what we'll do is we'll head to a race, obviously not in the winter. So and let's see how much this car is capable of. So here we are at a race against BMW i8 Sport Focuses. It's pretty oversteery, but you can forgive it considering how much power this thing has. So let's see if we can catch them. So that was not easy because I think most of them have all-wheel drive, but the only way I got them was in the corners and at the top speed. So let's head out and check out the top speed because most of the guys will be doing the same thing and it's expected I mean, a lot of people are expecting to be the fastest car in the game, something that will dethrone the 599XX. So let's see if we can do it. So here we are at our highway track. Let's go. So looks like the max we can go is 275 miles an hour. So for now, just as a base, the stock top speed 275 miles an hour is pretty good considering the aero and all everything it has. It's not the absolute model, so obviously we don't expect it to be the fastest car. Let's head back to the festival and see what modifications we can do to this. So here we are in the festival to check out the customizations. So we can't obviously change the engines. So the only thing we can do is make it all-wheel drive. So for now, let's keep it rear-wheel drive for now. And let's see what tire compounds we can put. So just the Horizon race tire because it's already on race tires. Then we can put snow tires and drag tires. So looks like we can make a drag build also. So that will be interesting to see. So for now, I think I'll keep this one since it matches the car from the photo of the car in Geneva Motor Show because it also had the lettering of Michelin and everything. And we can increase the width of the tires from 265 to 295. So let's do that. It improves our handling. And the rears we can increase from 325 to 355. So that's also good. I think I like the stock rims of carbon fiber more. So we can increase the track width just a little bit, not a much, but that does make it look really good. The rear also just by a bit. So that's brought our handling up to 9.9. Let's see what else we can do. So just the transmission. We can unlock the gear ratio tuning with this. Then we can't change the brakes. All we can do is put rally suspension and decrease the weight. So it already weighs 3,141 pounds now, but we can make it 2,852 pounds. So it looks like we can't reduce the weight much also. And engine wise, we can only improve the twin turbo systems. So from 1,200, we can go up to 1,600. Okay, so basically, it's like the power of the car when E85 fuel is put in it. So after modifying it, we have decreased the weight from 3,100 to 2,800. We have increased the power from 1,280 to 1,600, and we've improved the handling from we can pull 2.5 Gs instead of 2.3. So it did not cost much for upgrading that car. So the only thing I haven't put is the all-wheel drive. So let's check out some of the paint options. So in paint options, we have one red color and white. This is the launch specification, I believe. And this is the red. It does look really good in red. But we also have advanced paint options. We can paint 3 groups. Let's see what the first group is. Okay, so that's the first group. We can paint the whole body with that. Let's try matte carbon. Yep. It does look pretty good in matte carbon. And the second paint group option, let's see what we can do. Okay, it's that. So I might go for gold. So I'll be going for gold accents on matte carbon. And we've got the paint group 3, which is basically the brake calipers and the side wings and canards. So that obviously I'll be doing gold too, since I'm making a carbon black and gold accent car. So let's head back out. So as you can see, the carbon and gold accent do look really good and subtle. So one thing I forgot to tell you guys is the price of this car. So this thing will cost $2.8 million, but obviously all of them have already been sold out. Only 125 will be produced. So what we'll do now is go and check out the top speed again, because I want to see if we can make the fastest car now. So here we are back testing the top speed. Okay, so we already beat our old top speed. So the maximum we could get was 296. So with my tune, I got 296. But I think someone might have made a better tune. So 296 is not bad. Almost 300 miles an hour. So close. So let's quit this event and see if someone has made a better tune. So in terms of tune, there is someone who has actually made a 300 miles per hour plus top speed. So obviously they need the all-wheel drive for that. So that's one thing I didn't have. There's another 310 mile an hour tune. So looks like just by adding what do you say, all-wheel drive, it is somehow capable of going more than 300 miles an hour. So I'll also do the same thing. Let's see which is currently the most popular tune. It's this one. It's got max grip and 441. I'm not sure what that means. So I've decided to try this tune because it says 310 miles per hour. So let's try this and see what changes they have done. So in terms of looks, it doesn't look like they have changed much. Okay, looks like they've changed some of the suspension bits. As you can see, it's lower at the back, higher at the front. I'm not sure how they did that. Okay, so let's head out and try the top speed now. Let's go. So the max I got from this guy's tune was 302 miles an hour, which is still good, but not quite what he promised at 310. So looks like what I can manage is 302. Let's see how it performs in a drag race. So let's try out a drag tune. So there's one, this one. Then we also have a 300 miles per hour all-wheel drive drag. Okay, so let's try this. So what this guy has made changes. Okay, he has put some weird wheels. So let's do this. So we got a time of 8.334. Not bad. So what I want to check is if we head back to the festival by adding drag tires, what's the best time we can get? So here's my car with the basic drag tune. And there I got a faster time than that just win. So I've got 8 seconds dead. Not dead, just a bit down. So what I'll do is, looks like this is the best tune for drag, and I'll upload it for you guys. So looks like this is it for the car. I was actually, a lot of people were expecting that this would be the new fastest car in the game, but looks like it can't do it. And obviously it's because of all the aero it has compared to the 599XX. Maybe if it was the Jesko Absolute, we could have dethroned the Ferrari. So, but for what this car is, I think it's one of the best cars in the game currently. It handles pretty good. It is very fast, and it also is pretty good in the drag racing. So it's one of the most well-rounded cars in the game currently, and it looks cool also. So let's see what's in store what is the backstage path. Let's head over there. So today in the backstage pass we have a Honda Civic from 1984 or the Caddy Escalade. I think I'll go for the Civic. Yep, most of the players have voted for that car. You can see all the other cars available over here in the backstage pass. Let's see what's in next week. So next week I believe we have the Alfa Romeo 155, a normal car, not as exciting as the Koenigsegg. Just to send off 2020, I think this is the best gift from Horizon 4 to us. So to all the guys out there, Happy New Year from me. And if you enjoyed this video, do leave a like and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified when I upload more videos like this. So thanks for watching guys, bye bye, and do give your support to me.